Down there. Good. Down there. I'll be a piston.
All right, YouTube. We are exactly 2 weeks out from the Whitney Jones Classic. It is pretty much exactly 7 a.m. I just finished up an hour of fasted cardio, heading home to eat meal one, make a coffee, and then go run some errands. We got Costco for chicken, cod, green beans, blueberries, my liters of water to track our water, sweet potatoes, and I think that's pretty much it there. I'm gonna go to Fry's because I am out of my favorite tea, lavender chamomile tea. We're gonna get some 0-calorie A&W root beer, the goated diet soda, sriracha we're also out of, and then some 0-calorie coffee creamer for my lady, and I might want to try it too if it's something that catches my eye. And then Trader Joe's for dates. So we got an update last night from Coach. We are changing the plan a little bit. So the past 2 days we ran high days, and those high days are about 2,300 calories, and we got new body weight lows both mornings. So newest prep low of 206.4 this morning. And so we're gonna run high days 2 more days in a row, but the high day food is actually bumped up. So instead of it being about 2,350 calories, we're looking more at like a little bit over 2,800 calories now. We added in 75 grams of carbs. So I have 3 meals with white rice. Each of those meals got bumped up by 50 grams of white rice cooked. And then I have 2 meals with cream of rice. Both of those got bumped up by 20 grams of dry weight cream of rice. So there's your 75 grams of carbs. And then we also bumped it up about 30 to 35 grams of protein. So my low days are about 270 grams of protein, medium days are about 300, and then the original low days were down to 200. And now, since we're running more high days, we want to keep protein a little bit higher just for recovery, satiation purposes as well. So we're looking at about 235 grams of protein, 8 grams of fat, still on the high days, no added fat. So on the medium and low days, I get whole eggs, 2 whole eggs with meal one. And then on the low days, I also get 12 grams of almond butter. Just trace fat on the high days from the chicken breast. So 8 grams of fat, trace fat from chicken, 234 grams of protein, and 428 grams of carbs, 2,855 calories, okay? That's what we're looking like. So breakfast is 350 grams of egg whites with a handful of spinach. Throw some Cholula on there, 110 grams of cream of rice, and 80 grams of blueberries. And then the other manipulation we've done is cardio staying at 80 minutes a day, but instead of heart rate being in between 120 and 130, heart rate is dropped to 110 to 115 to try to bring down some fatigue. And all of that 80 minutes of cardio was Stairmaster. Now it's 30 minutes of its stairs, 50 minutes of its incline treadmill. Again, we're just trying to bring some life back to the legs, inflamed, beat up. And so our weight may keep dropping. Maybe the metabolism's just gonna keep clicking, adding more carbs. We'll just keep running through it and burning through all these carbs. Or we might gain a pound or 2 over the next 2 days, because, you know, I ran 4 low days. I mean, I was doing maybe 700, 800 grams of carbs a week, and now we're doing 900 grams of carbs, almost 900, more like, you know, 860 grams of carbs between the next 2 days, and we did about, you know, almost 680 carbs in the last 2 days. So, but regardless, it'll set us up for a little bit more fuel heading into this last week of digging. Like I said, exactly 2 weeks out, but 1 week out, you know, cardio is going to be dropped a lot just to take inflammation out of the legs, stay off our feet more. The workouts aren't as intense. They're going to be more pump style workouts, just facilitating blood flow to the muscle. You know, it's going to help with the nutrient partitioning as we carb up that final week. So there still will be some depletion days this next week for sure. We'll be running some low days, and then you know, Carb Up will begin the Wednesday before the show, and then Thursday, Friday will probably be pretty heavy carb days. Obviously, this is kind of day to day at this point. You know, as the look changes, as we get closer, the body's just very sensitive and things can change really by the hour, especially that last week when you're manipulating water, sodium. We might even add in some fats that last peak week before we carb up to see how the body reacts to fats, because fats have been extremely low. You know, red meat got cut at like 6 or 7 weeks out, and ever since then, fat's been below 30 grams a day. So that's what we got. That's the cardio manipulation. Still 80 minutes, just a little bit less intense, and some more incline treadmill. So yeah, that first 30 minutes of fasted cardio still on the stairs, but then that second 30 minutes on training days, the second 25 minutes on rest days is incline treadmill, and then the post-workout and PM cardio is on the incline treadmill as well. Delts and tries today on the docket. So like I said, have breakfast, make a coffee, go run those errands, come back, have meal 2, which is 196 grams of cod and 150 grams of white jasmine rice. Chill around the house, probably get some chores done, maybe throw in a movie for a little bit. Have meal 3, which is 168 grams of chicken, 330 grams of glorious white rice, and 40 grams of dates. And then we'll go crush delts and tries, and I'm gonna take you along with me for that workout today. Nothing too crazy. We'll do some rear delts, some side delts, some front delt presses on a machine press, 5 sets of triceps. So probably in total 8 or 9 sets of shoulders, 5 sets of triceps, and that'll pretty much wrap it up. And then post-workout, 100 grams cream of rice, 1 scoop away. Meal 5, 168 grams of chicken, 224 grams of sweet potato. And meal 6, 168 grams of chicken, 150 grams of rice. I'm gonna put down meal 1, and I'll see you for the gym.
Come on.